What's going on, guys? Welcome to TLG Reacts, the show where we react to things. My name's Seth.
And I'm Chevy.
And a lot of stuff has been dropped on us recently for Monster Hunter World. I'm sure you guys already know, but Kulve Taroth, new monster, new siege mode, and an update have all been thrown at us in short notice without a whole lot of hype. It just kind of came out. So trying to catch up on all the things that have been added to the game. We're going to be watching two videos tonight. One on the free layered armor and gameplay changes that have come into the game. And then, of course, Kulve Taroth, gonna have the siege mode explained, all that stuff. I've actually kind of avoided it.
I have too.
But if you're watching this as of right now, if you don't know, this is out, so make sure to go check it out. It's supposed to be like 16-person siege. Kind of loose words on that, though, because it's like groups of 4 still, but you're still working with people. But we're going to get all the info that we need. We're going to jump into it because I'd like to go try this now. So let's get into it. Brought to us by RX Gaming, of course.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Arax here, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter World video. Now, hopefully by now you guys have seen the video that I uploaded just before this one, going over the brand new monster, Kulve Taroth, as well as the armor, the weapons, all the awesome information. If you guys have missed that, then I will link it down below. Definitely check it out. There is a new monster coming to Monster Hunter World this week, April 19th. However, following that, there was also some additional information that went live on the official website. With
As much as I've seen so far on this has been what it looks like, which I think it looks really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I love the gold.
Brand new layered armor. So
And then it's like a new location as well.
Pretty quick, but if you guys want to read it for yourself in depth, I will of course link everything down below. But if you do enjoy this, you do find it helpful, then like
the armors look so
cool.
cool too.
Down below and let me
From
know
what I've seen,
you guys think. Now, first up, we're going to start with the layered armor set. This is actually not
the armors
on
I've seen,
English
The armors,
website.
the
It appears on
weapon.
Japanese
I've only seen
website.
4 of the weapons.
There's going to be
Yeah,
a
the
new
weapons.
layered armor set, which appears to be the Laoshan armor of
That's really
old,
cool.
But I'm guessing Laoshan's never come into
I
the
think
game,
you
so
showed me
they're
this
basically
from
giving it to us
Twitter.
as a layered armor set instead.
And like you
Now,
just said,
according to the
that's
Japanese
from
website,
a
playing
monster
quests
from a previous
relating
game,
to
so
Kulve Taroth will unlock
probably
new
won't be coming in the
delivery
game like you
requests, and if you
said.
complete those, it'll reward you with new layered armors. Now it says armors plural, and if you actually look at the pictures, there
Unless
appears
they
to be 2 different
revamp it,
versions.
if
There's
they
like
do
a clean
bring them out,
version and like a
obviously.
broken sort of
Yeah.
damaged version as well. On the left, we of course have the nice clean version here, and then jumping over to this one, you have one of the broken horns. You can see scratch all over it. Looks really awesome.
Those
I
are cool.
absolutely love this stuff. I love, you know, samurai themed or inspired armor, so this is definitely something for me.
Someone
also,
on,
there's gonna be some armor for the Palico as
dude,
well.
that is
Which is
dope.
an
That's fucking
actual
dope
armor
as shit.
set, not necessarily a layered armor
Love
set,
the
'cause we
sword.
haven't had layered
Yeah,
for Palicos
I
before, but
I
either
saw someone
way,
on Twitter be like,
The helmet's a
another
paw.
samurai
So
set,
apparently,
and
taking part in these
the
quests
person
and doing
replied to
Kulve
them
Taroth
with,
related things
it's almost
will
like the
allow you to
developers
get
are
this stuff. It might
Japanese or
well be
something.
delivered
Yeah.
parts for the monster, but either way, that's
They could
something,
release like 4
by
more
the sounds of
samurai
it,
outfits.
it's
I
not gonna be
wouldn't give a
something they are
shit.
selling, it's going to be something that everybody can get, which would be pretty cool because as of right now, the only set is the samurai set, which comes from the deluxe edition, which you of course have to pay for. So this basically means that everybody can get a couple of cool layered armor sets. So hopefully we'll see more of that in the stream tomorrow. But with that out of the way, let's turn our attention to some of the changes coming with this update. So I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, but there's going to be an interface change to allow you to change the text size and the HUD size. So
That's
if you
cool.
want to make it smaller or bigger, that will be...
I'm actually
There's also going to
a
be
fan of
feature
that. In a
will
lot
allow
of
you
games,
to
I'll make
sort
the HUD smaller once I've become
investigations
used to
finally,
it.
so you can manage
So
them
there's,
better.
less
This
shit on the
is something I've
screen.
been wanting for a very long time. When you have tons of investigations to go through and you can't sort or filter them,
That I
it's
wanted,
incredibly
yeah.
frustrating. So this being added is very welcome. You will
Almost
also be able
reminds
to
me of,
sell all of your
Blade
trading
and
items
Soul.
at once, and
Yeah,
that's gonna be pretty
that
handy.
armor
Of
over
course,
there on
if
the
you are
right.
farming things with, say, the
Now,
bandit
he
bag,
said
or
you
wanna sell,
can,
like, a stack of
what,
50,
sort
Sort
or then
investigations now.
you'd have to sell
which
them
is
individually.
fucking awesome.
Also,
I haven't
got
played in a
some
while,
square
but that was
or
something I was
X
definitely
of
hoping
this
for. So it's good
controllers.
to hear
It
that
allows you
they
to switch
address
between
that.
the decoration
Those are
name
so
and the
fucking
skill
dope
name
looking,
for
though.
specific
That's yours.
decorations. So of course, if you guys are looking
What?
for, say,
I see the bug.
I don't know, take something like
Oh
Goblin
my
or
god,
DD,
that's fucking so
DD2
dope.
decorations.
What is that?
Way
Is
you
that
can
a
press these buttons
great sword?
and
I
instead
think
display
it's a
the
switch,
skills
huh?
as opposed to the name of that decoration. Just makes it a
I
little
don't
bit easier
know.
to find in like a big busy list. You'll also be able to preview armor at the smithy without layered armor overwriting the preview. So if any of you guys are wearing
Love the
part of the
shoulder
samurai
piece.
gear,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I always
I
wear
love that one.
the legs and the arms. So if ever I go to preview something, I then have to take off that gear and go to preview it.
Okay, that's nice. That's convenient.
Yeah. They're going to do the best for last. Ready?
Right, any layered armor that you're wearing.
Oh,
pretty cool.
any day now.
There's also been an update made to squad management, so players who haven't logged in for 30 days are not automatically kicked. There's also
Oh
been
my
an update
God.
to the camera so that it does not force
Oh,
you to
that's so
follow an active
good.
Scout fly trail when first traveling or returning
That
to camp.
is also good.
Basically, that means the
If
annoying
you
scout
fast
fly thing
travel
that,
or you go
quote,
to
unquote,
a
snaps your
camp
neck
after fainting,
is going to be fixed.
and
Finally,
the camera
that thing
still will pull
is
where
so
scout
annoying,
flies
so
are,
that's pretty
that's
cool.
gone now.
You can also now cultivate
Okay.
ivy at the Botanical Research Center, which is really, really useful. Because of
I'm
course,
really
that
glad they're
is
staying on top of
one
this
the few
game and
plants you
like
can't
just
actually cultivate, which
evolving
makes
it like an
really
MMO
nice trying to make
almost.
things
I was
like
talking with Josh
next,
about that. I was like,
stuff, so
it's not always
that's
like
very
a
nice.
big update, but there's
Also,
always
field
something
research
coming
and
out.
important dialogue
Yeah.
is present
So,
during expedition, an
which is
exclamation
great.
mark will be displayed beside that character's name on the world map when departing. The search via play history description text has been reworded to make it easy to understand. Flashpod effectiveness. Now, this is an important one. Flashpod effectiveness against tempered monsters will gradually decline
tempered
after
monsters.
multiple uses, and it will cease to have any effect after a certain point. Basically, this is going to stop flash spamming. So if you think about when you fight like tempered tails,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
constantly flash them out the sky, and it essentially immobilizes the monster. So then, once this update goes live, for tempered monsters, specifically tempered, it doesn't say anything else. It's just tempered monsters. The effectiveness will.
So it's more
diminish,
difficult
so
anyway,
you
so it makes
get to a point
sense. They're
where
not
you just
taking it
won't get any
out, so-
flashes. So, having said that, it's probably gonna be one of those things where
You know
you
the
want
new
to
zone's
think
called?
more sensibly that when
El
you use them,
Dorado.
don't just flash.
Oh,
every
really?
single
Yeah.
occasion. Otherwise, you're gonna find you get.
It's
to a
cool
point where
looking.
you
I
want
fucking-
to
I'm-
flash, and it just doesn't do anything.
I'm a dork when it comes to gold. I love gold and black, and like that's one reason I love the way Deus Ex looks. It's all like Renaissance looking. So this is so fucking up my
Now
alley.
reward you with warped face stones. Warped face stones are basically the best face stones that you want to try and get those good decorations. So you can now do threats.
Man, I don't know
level
if I want
1,
that
tempered
one or
monsters, i.e.
the
basic
fluffy
ones
gold
like
Oh, I want the fluffy
Angela,
gold one for sure.
Champion,
I mean, I'll
Paladin,
want
that,
both
so
of
you
them,
can
but I'll
use
definitely be wearing the
all your
gold
tempered
one.
investigations to try and get good decorations as opposed to just the tier 2 and 3. However, tier 2 investigations will now produce shining streamstones, and tier 3 will produce shining streamstones more frequently. So now if you're after those hero streamstones, then tier 3 will still be the best place to do it, but you'll have a chance to get them in tier 2 as well.
Oh,
so
nice.
that is pretty handy. Now that's pretty
That's
much it
the
for quality
augment
of
your
life changes.
weapons.
There are some bug
You
fixes
used to
here.
have
I'm
to
going to go over
do
kind of the most
threat
important ones,
level
but I won't
3
go over all
tempered
the kind of
monsters.
tiny
Now you have a
granular
chance
ones.
in threat
A few things
level
worth
2 as
calling
well
out.
to get them.
They fixed
Oh,
the
nice.
bug where the jump master skill would not activate during the beginning of the vaulting dance animation after a jumping advance slash or a strong jumping advance slash connect. This basically means the player will no longer go into a mid-air knockback animation. There's also a bug fix where players would not recover from defense down status even if a hunting horn user used the defense up buff, so you can now use defense up to cure the defense down buff inflicted from, say, Temper Devil Joe or Devil Joe
Okay.
with a hunting horn melody. They've also fixed a bug where the lock-on cursor for your slinger would
so
not
dope.
target Teostra's face, so now you can shoot him directly in the face. I'm sure he's very happy about
Yeah, I've
that.
been wearing the
There's
Odo
also a
Garen
bug
set
fix
this whole
that
time, but
caused the mining
I
output
really want
points
to make
to
that
not
set. I
increase
Yeah.
just
specifically the helmet. I
when
love
there's
the
an upsurge.
the,
The horns.
Adjusting the
like
amount
almost
of
like
nitro shrooms
a
harvested
Maleficent.
by fertilizer.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say a
the Research
satyr,
Center
but-
Oh,
has a
yeah.
state in the level
Yeah, it just reminds
display
me of
monsters found
Maleficent
only
for
in
some
high
reason.
rank that have a maximum of 4 levels of research.
Yeah,
And
that's
that
your
is
bug life,
pretty
so.
much it.
That
There
is
are a few
so
additional
fucking
things
dope.
there. Some of them are slightly more
I have to
granular,
get
they're
that.
not exactly huge game changers,
Wonder what
but
rank
just
it'll
changing
be.
the background. So if you do want to
Oh,
read
yeah.
absolutely
I
everything,
didn't even
7
link
or
down
8,
below. For the
but
time being, that is pretty much it. Those are the quality of life changes
I
coming.
think since an
really
Elder
cool
Dragon, it'll
changes,
probably be 8.
a few bug fixes, and of course the confirmation that there is new layered armor. So lots of exciting stuff. If you missed the video
I
earlier,
love the
check that, and
fucking-
otherwise keep it locked
the
tomorrow,
draped
'cause there'll
thing
be
over on
even
the side.
more content
Yeah.
coming your way. For the time being, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time.
You are
Peace
so
out.
welcome. All right, let's talk about that just a little bit. We kind of did already though, but a lot of that I think sounds good. The armor, the samurai armor looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's coming out for everybody. Kind of like what he was saying. You know, some people got access to the other samurai armor because they got the special edition.
Yeah.
I got it. I know you have it. And you know, if they're gonna release.
Well, the other thing too is I've seen people complain that this game doesn't have as much cosmetic armor as other Monster Hunters do, so it's good they're addressing that. So.
Yeah, well, that's something I was thinking about too. Yeah, because like I was like, there's not really a whole lot yet. But I mean, if they're straight up just dropping a new fucking monster out of nowhere like this without like months of preemptive hype, I mean, like, and then dropping armor like this out of nowhere, fucking, who knows what's gonna come in the next like month?
Right.
Because there was no warning for this early.
Well, yeah, and like
Fucking Pickle Joe was like this big long event, like it was building and building. Here he comes, and then like a couple days ago, it's like, Oh, there's a gold new Elder Dragon you're going to be fighting, and it's a siege mode, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, like seriously, and we'll watch the thing on or explaining it, but like it's like some of the biggest news, and they just threw it out of nowhere. Like, and I'm not even complaining. I was just like, whoa, it's coming out that soon.
I'm one thing we had talked about even before the game came out was hoping that they support the game, and they are full
Fucking
for supporting it.
Yeah.
Even in interviews, when people keep bringing up like the rumors of another Monster Hunter game coming out, and that's where G rank will be. They immediately say we're completely focused on this game right now. So
Yeah, I hope they support it for at least. I mean, at the least they'll have to do a year, but it'd be cool to see longer than that.
oh yeah. I mean, I'm still playing it almost every day. So
And I'm playing everything.
I need to play everything.
Yeah.
But every time I'm like, oh, Monster Hunter.
Yeah. No, I played it the other day by myself for a split second. And I was like, oh yeah, this game's awesome. I love this game.
Yeah.
So hopefully tomorrow for Tastecast, we'll be able to talk about it a little bit. Just a quick reminder that's coming. So the quality of life changes though. Well, you thought the samurai armor was cool looking though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm a sucker for that anyway.
Oh yeah,
So.
I was about to say it would have to be very goofy for me to go. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sorting of
Investigations.
Thank you. That was a must need. So I'm very glad that's out. The diminishing returns on flash pods with tempered monsters, I think is fine. Although I was so used to like fighting almost anything, fucking people just doing that, and like I wouldn't be too upset if they got rid of it completely, but I think this is perfectly fair the way they're doing it. If you're going to be doing tempered stuff, it should be challenging. You should be a little more tactical and less exploitive on just flashing the fucker constantly. But anything stand out to you?
I mean, besides obviously the new the gear and stuff, the big one for me is the investigation sorting, because that is definitely a huge pain in the butt, especially because I'm constantly collecting them, and anytime I'm like, oh, that one's worth more money, I'm going to hold on to that one. Oh, that one has good a good time limit that I think I can do it in with plenty of feints just in case type of thing, and just I'll hold on to that, and then now I just have this huge collection, and then when all of a sudden like Chris or Josh or someone's like, hey, I need to farm this guy, I'm like, oh, let me go through my investigations, and I have to go through the 10 11 12 pages of them I've collected at this point. I was like, oh god. So yeah. Very welcome.
Definitely. Anything else?
No.
Let us know in the comments what you think about the update, whether you're playing the game or you're not playing it yet. What do you think about the changes? Anything that you don't like, anything that you like about it? And what do you think about the samurai armor? And yeah, let's jump into Kulve Taroth gameplay and Siege Mode explained by Arx Gaming. He's going to be telling us what to expect with this. And I know some people were kind of confused about the wording when it came to the 16-player Siege Mode, so he will probably clear that up for us. Let's do it.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Arax here. Welcome back to another Monster Hunter World video. And in this video, I want to speak to you guys some more about
his tail, the Kulve
Taroth.
Looks like you can walk up it. It looks like a ramp to me.
Goes live in less than 12 hours.
I have
it's
seen
super exciting, and this
people
morning,
saying that it looks like it's Great Jagger's skeleton,
because
I guess he moves really similar.
Oh, probably.
Things, how the reward structure works. And there was also the Japanese Capcom TV live stream, shortly followed by the English live stream. There's been tons of stuff.
It's cool to see another like giant fucking monster too.
That's crazy.
So that way you know exactly what you should be doing when it goes live. So if you do enjoy this,
well, I was thinking like Xenojiva is huge. I was wondering if they're going to release any more like big ones like that.
At the very top, first things first, you need to be HR 16, that is 1/6 or above, in order to take part in this quest. In other words, you need to have completed the campaign and defeated Xenojiva. Same thing as Deviljho. Once you've done that, then the tracks for Kulve Taroth will start showing up in expeditions and optional quests, investigations, and you'll need to gather them and then speak to the commander in order to make a report. Exact same thing that happened when they added Deviljho. I appreciate some people might not be a huge fan of the gathering tracks format, but it kind of makes sense in the actual narrative structure because a new monster comes up, you need to go and get some research on it, and once you know more about it, you can then embark on the quest and hunt it.
Doesn't bother me too much, but
when the event goes live tonight,
if it was just like, oh, go fight him, I wouldn't mind either. But
and then gather tracks.
It does make the world feel more alive.
Pretty good because you gather the tracks and complete the quest, and it seems to jump it up a fair bit. But either way, do that, and once you have enough research, you can then embark on the quest. Now bear in mind, the quest is designed for an entire gathering hall of players, i.e. 16 players, but you're then split into 4 teams of 4. So
Josh is very concerned about this. He thinks it's going to be very hard to play with people and get people together to do this.
But you're working towards the
I told him couldn't you just open a lobby, but then that conversation just ended.
They did mention you can, technically speaking, do it solo, but do bear in mind that the quest, unlike all
it's
the
designed
other
for
quests in the
multiplayer,
game,
but yeah,
this one
any
has
amount of players can
specifically
do
been
it.
scaled for
So
multiplayer.
up
It will
to
not scale
16.
down if you do it solo. So
And you
while
have better
can dive in
chances
on
because
your
I think
own,
you're trying
it
to
will
knock
be
pieces
much
off
harder
them.
to complete it, and of course, do your parts.
As
if
far
you
as
have
like
nobody to back
it
you
being
up.
difficult,
So
I
for
don't
those of you guys that
see
don't
how
play
it would
other
be.
people, that is
There's
an option.
literally people
Bear in
already saying
mind,
if you're
this
looking to do
specifically
this one and
has
you
been
want to
built
make
with
sure
that
there's
in mind.
enough people,
Now, once enough
when
research
you
has
look
been
for a
gathered, you
lobby,
can then
look
go on
for
the
one that
quest.
is
In
an
order to complete
event
the quest, you'll
lobby.
need to destroy its body
Because
part,
this is an
reduce its
event,
health
it's not
as
a
much as
Sure.
possible in the time
edition,
limit, and
so.
ultimately break its horns.
Yeah, but
Now,
that's what
breaking
I
its
said. I was like,
horns
can't people just
will be
open it
the
up
completion of the
Yeah.
quest.
for
Once you do
people to
that,
join?
that's
And he's like, well, there's
success,
not.
and that is
It
the
says
end
something
of the
about like
quest.
not
Now,
having
keep in mind,
matchmaking. I was like, I don't
at
know what
any
you're talking
one
about.
time, there are 4 teams working on the same monster in their own instance, so while you won't see them, the progress, the goals, and the rewards are shared. So, for example, if Team A deal the finishing blow and destroy the horns, Team B, C, and D will get the rewards based on their accomplishment rates too. You have to join the Kulve Taroth quest from the Gathering Hall, and you can do so from the ongoing Siege option, but you won't be able to launch an SOS during the quest. The quest counter also tracks the research level and the accomplishment level of the quest, as seen here. The tracker levels for all members of the Gathering Hall are combined for this quest, so it pays to have everybody out there gathering tracks. The better the research level, the longer you have in the quest, meaning more time to break parts, deal damage, and ultimately break the horns. So if you go in with a level 1 research version, you might not have too much time, versus if you take the time to gather tracks and then combine everyone's efforts, then you might have the whole, 50 minutes or however long it is.
Kind of reminds me of
The quest also has an accomplishment rate which increases the more
that
stuff
Lineage
you
2
do,
MMO
like
we're
breaking
playing on
parts,
mobile.
horns, and dealing
There was
damage.
a gold
And again,
dragon
that's
you
tracked
had a
at
certain
the
amount of
quest
time
counter. The higher the level,
to
the
hit.
better your rewards. Also on that note, if another team has completed an accomplishment task, you'll receive rewards from it, but it's reduced if you weren't the one that did it. So say for example Team A broke the front left leg. The other teams will still get rewards for that, but not as much since they weren't the ones that broke it.
Okay.
Once the horns are broken, as mentioned, the quest is complete, and everyone can head back to the Gathering Hall and claim their rewards. Note that you have to claim your rewards before you can go out and do the quest next time, but you claim them from the Gathering Hall as opposed to the conventional post-quest reward screen. Also, when you complete the quest,
reason to go to
the
Gathering
research
Hall.
level and the accomplishment rates
Yeah, they're
are
really
reset.
pushing it.
So each
Good.
time you do it, you have to build it up and work hard to get the best rewards. Otherwise, if the research level and the accomplishment rates always stayed at max, you would then get to the point where the first couple of times it'd be hard, and then after that, you're just always getting the maximum possible rewards. So this way, you basically have to reset each time you do it. Also, if you exit the Gathering Hall midway, maybe you disconnect or something, you'll still get rewards based on how much you participated. And if the quest finishes and it's no longer available, let's say it rotates out, then you can still claim your rewards. Anyway,
Damn, that room
remember,
looks
this
like
is a
shit.
limited time event, so while we don't know the cadence just yet, it will rotate in and out, so it won't be a permanent addition to the game. It won't always be there. It will come and go. Now, when you claim your rewards, as well as getting monster parts, you can also get Dawn Warrior tickets for the Palico gear, and more importantly, relic weapons. Now, we'll find out more about these when the update goes live, but essentially these are hybrid versions of existing weapons, featuring parts from the new monster and parts from existing weapons. These weapons have different stats, and there appear to be more than one type per branch on the tree, so you might get, say, a version of the Rathalos Greatsword with rubbish stats, and a version of the Rathalos Greatsword with good stats. So, by the sounds of it, there's going to be a lot more than 14 weapons to grind for.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's that
all the
Diablo
different
loot system right there.
and multiple
Yeah.
versions of that tree, then, yeah, there's going to be a lot of relics to grind for. And of course, you'll also unlock the delivery quests by doing this Siege 2, when you can then complete them for the layered armor sets. Now, a couple of things to note about the actual Kulve Taroth quest itself, things they mentioned during the Japanese livestream. It appears that the monster is weak to ice. There will of course be other weaknesses, and we haven't seen the full weakness chart yet. It will probably be ice and dragon, given that it's an elder dragon, but if you're trying to sort of think about things beforehand, maybe you're trying to put together a set, then an ice set will probably be pretty useful. Gadulakas also seem to spawn either from or around the gold drops from the monster, and if you attack them, they can also drop parts, which can be very useful. There are plenty of environmental traps located around the quest, things for you to drop on Kulve Taroth's head, and more importantly, knock it over so you can then go and deal some more damage. And it also appears that the tail becomes a weak spot when it starts glowing. The really cool thing about the hunt is the way that the monster behaves differently in different areas. So it's almost like different stages of this big...
I can't wait to see a new area. I think it's dope they even added one.
To begin with, it moves through quite slowly. It has a few wide sweeping attacks. Once it gets into the fire area, it has these huge, enormous AoE fire attacks. And when it gets into this final room, it starts to run pretty fast. And suddenly, you know, this huge, slow-moving, lumbering monster suddenly becomes pretty quick. So different stages will require different strategies, which is
Its tail looks different in there.
Cool. They also mentioned that at some point, if you break enough, you may well be able to mount or board the monster. They didn't specify exactly how. I don't think that'll be a conventional mount, like, you know, one of those ones where you spam triangle. It'll probably be one of those ones where if you break down enough on the back, you can then run up its back, maybe. I'm not too sure, but that's kind of a passing note they mentioned in the stream. Either way, for the time being, that is pretty much
Yeah,
it.
before he had like a
to
big
recap,
long sheet.
when the update goes live
His
tonight,
His
go
armor.
into an
The
expedition,
gold that was
go
on
and
it.
gather some tracks.
Yeah, earlier
go
they
to a
showed the
gathering
hammer
hall,
did
or
break
at
the
least
chunk
search for
off.
an existing
Oh, yeah.
quest, and then work towards those rewards. Once we get some more information, or once the actual update has gone live, and I've
I love how it's a
actually
team
subscribed
effort
myself,
thing.
if there's any kind of more granular information, things that you guys need to know, or ways for me to clear things up, I'll be sure to put out plenty of information for you guys. So if you have any queries, definitely let me know. But for the time being,
Such a
that's
cool
it.
looking
Goes live
fucking
tonight.
monster.
Super excited. Hopefully you guys are too. But thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.
Peace out. All right. Takeaways.
I think it's a lot neater than I was expecting it to be. Actually,
Me too.
A little bummed out that it's still just the 4 people, but I think the way they're handling it is really well because even if you're in like a team that isn't necessarily, I don't want to say doing their part, but not doing as well, you still get a fraction of the other team's rewards, which I think is cool. So it also gives everyone a chance because it is a limited event to get the stuff you need to get without having to worry as much, I guess. So. Also, the loot system I like because I like the idea of being able to get a better version.
Yeah, no, because that's going to keep you replaying it. Yeah, I was already really excited about this when I first heard about it. That got me more excited. Like I said before, really like that there's new area, kind of expands the game. I was not expecting something like that. New monster, I think it looks really fucking cool. Like I said before, I love the gold. I love how it looks even after you break off pieces of the armor. It kind of reminds me of Valhazak in the sense of like that it's wearing something that's not necessarily itself, because that thing's disgusting. Yeah, the loot is really cool because you're going to keep coming back and doing it, like the group effort thing, even though it's not truly like 16 people, which would have been really interesting to see, but I understand why they wouldn't do it. I do kind of like that whole idea of having teams, Team A, Team B, Team C. It makes the community feel a little more connected, I guess, because now you're playing with people that you don't even know outside of, just calling an SOS. Yeah, I don't know. Looks really fucking cool. I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. If this goes well in execution and whatnot, I'd actually love to see them do more stuff like this as well. So.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as we're watching, and I was wondering, like, I want to see them do more of that. That's awesome. But at the same time, I would also want to see them still adding in, like, random monsters to fight too that aren't to that size. As long as I can find a balance, I think it'd be perfect. I mean, I'm not going to complain either way. Whatever they add. It's going to be awesome. But having like event monsters like that and then like normal monsters to fight, I think would be a good mix to do. And obviously, I believe this is like a brand new monster, not coming back from anything, as far as I know. So I'd like to see. I like that this game is so adamant about adding new monsters. The whole game's full of new monsters. I know some people complained about that, but I like it because it feels fresh and new. So I'd love to see more new designs. I think this one looks fucking awesome. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say on that?
Nope, ready to go play.
Me too. I'm ready to get back into it. Also, we will be streaming this weekend. I know a couple of you have already asked about that. I definitely want to stream it. But yeah, let us know in the comments. What do you think about the new monster, the new loot? What do you think about 16 people working together in the siege mode? And what do you think about the update? Let me know what you're thinking about any and all of what we just watched. And yeah, that's going to do it for this episode of TLG Reacts. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to stick around. Tomorrow we'll be doing Tasty Cast, talking about really whatever. And yeah, my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
Until tomorrow, have a good night, and take it easy, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider hitting the like button. We'd really appreciate it. And if you want more weekly content, hit the subscribe button. You can always find us on Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter at Tasty Loot Gaming. And as always, thanks for watching.